January 8th, 2024. Penix and his Huskies
What a show he put on against Texas.
versus McCarthy and his Wolverines.
Talk about how he has that it factor.
A highly touted national championship. Now, this ain't no college video, so spoiler, Washington lost.
Hail, hail, Michigan. They are the champions of college football 2023.
But can I be honest? This loss was actually the best thing to happen for Penix. Come walk with me and let's talk about it.
Good, how about you? I'm here to do whatever I can to help this team win football games.
Just like last video, we got some questions to answer before we come to our final conclusion. We're gonna answer that elite question first, so you ain't being let on for 5 minutes. But if you can't wait until the end for the final reveal, I'll tell you, but in the form of a riddle. A character and author, his name is Derek. That's the only hint you're getting from me. Comment below if you think you know it. Alright, let's get straight to it. What makes Penix elite? We throw this elite term around pretty loosely, so let's define it. According to Merriam-Webster, elite is superior in quality, rank, skill, etc. An elite performer, athlete, or an athlete with elite skills. So what is Penix elite at? Well, winning.
We gonna find out, JP. I don't miss in the game, boy.
He's been an elite winner since we first saw him at Indiana. 2018, true freshman at Indiana. 2-1 before he tore his ACL. Only loss was to Penn State. 2019, 5-1. Had a shoulder clavicle fracture. Only loss was to Michigan State. 2020, 5-1. Retore his same ACL, but had some key wins against Penn State, Michigan State, and Michigan before he went down. Only loss was to Ohio State. 2021, he was 2-3. He came back without medical clearance, hurt his shoulder again. Lost to Iowa, Cincinnati, and Penn State. In 2022, he transfers to Washington. First year, 11-2. Key wins against Texas, Oregon, and Michigan State. Only losses, UCLA and Arizona State. That next year, 2023, 14-1. Key wins against USC,
slings it out
Oregon,
there, makes it look
Texas,
so effortless. The
Michigan
location
State, and Arizona State. And his only loss, Michigan in the national championship. His college record when healthy was 37-6. All these guys are now NFL wide receivers. Rome Odunze, Jalen McMillan, and Jalen Polk. In 2021, before Penix, Washington was 4-8. Odunze, 41 catches, 415 yards, 4 tuds. McMillan, 39 catches, 470 yards, 3 tuds. Jalen Polk, only 5 catches, 114 yards, and 1 TD. Now that next year with Penix, Washington goes from 4-8 to 11-2. Odunze gets 75 catches, 1,100 yards, 7 tuds. McMillan, 79 catches, 1,000 yards, 9 tuds. Polk, 41 catches, 700 yards, 6 tuds. I don't know about you, but that's pretty elite to me. Okay, but that's just college, right? How far can he take Atlanta?
So here he comes, the 8th pick of the draft from Tampa, Florida, Michael Penix Jr.
Well, let's dissect his first game of the year to figure it out. Penix finished 27 of 42 for 298 pass yards and a TD. 64% completion percentage. On the ground, he had 6 rushes for 21 yards and another touchdown. That's a pretty good start. B+ in my opinion. But it's even more impressive when you look deeper. The Falcons' run game was bad. Like bad. The league average yards before contact, or YBC, is 2.5. That feels pretty self-explanatory, so I'm not going to break down that definition this time. Bijan had a 0.5, Algier had a 1.3. The run blocking was terrible. In that game, Penix was also tied for the 7th most blitz quarterback. That resulted in his IAY, how far he threw the ball downfield on average, ranking him 22nd. But unlike the last video, Penix wasn't called a checkdown merchant. In fact, his concerns are that he threw it downfield too much and too recklessly, second to only A-Rich last year. Him being ranked lower on IAY shows that he's willing to throw it shorter if the situation calls for it. Those situations being blitzed to 7th most. You get the point. Okay, one more stat from this game, then I'll leave it alone. On-target rate percentage. That's the percentage of on-target throws per pass, excluding spikes and throwaways. Penix's on-target percentage was 82.9. That ranks 6th among all 32 starting quarterbacks from week 1. Hey, no think piece needed. He was dotting out there.
We gonna find out, JP. I don't miss in the game, boy.
Penix's NFL resume It's only 4 games, so it's kind of hard to say what the Falcons gonna finish. But at this trajectory, based on week 1, last year's, and his college performances, I think they got a real chance at filling in at the 7th seed. And if that's too ambitious, I think they'll be a near playoff team with around 7 to 9 wins. Okay, here's your last chance to comment your guess on that riddle. We've seen Michael Penix before. 6'3", 220s, limited rookie year, a QB who's known for their big playmaking, a QB who can scramble better than most give him credit for, paired with an amazing contested catch wide receiver 1, a Heisman runner-up, and although irrelevant, has waves. But hopefully, none of the same off-the-field issues as Derek Deshaun Watson. Did you know that was his real name? Let's rephrase that last question real quick. Let's change who do we expect him to be to who do we expect him to play like, just in case. Alright, that's all I got for you. But before you go, do you remember that part about Penix always getting his get back? Well, his last loss in college was to J.J. McCarthy and the Michigan Wolverine. And his next game on Sunday night, well, let's see if this still holds true. Hey, this is Bliss Talk. Until next time.